What's good? Look, I restarted my phone so I can make sure we won't have no, issues tonight like we normally do. Hope everybody's doing good on this lovely Sunday. Okay, okay. Yeah, I know Will did a lot the other day, and he did breaking down the SandMan. He did a great job. Okay, he was on point. Okay, a lot of the stuff that he was talking about, I was like, yes, I picked up the same shit. So I'm gonna just add to it, add to it what I got to. But if y'all have not watched it, yes, watch it. It is really good. Yes, watch it, sis. It's really good. It's one of those series just like the Lovecraft. Not Lovecraft. Is it Lovecraft? Yeah, Lovecraft. Just like that one. Yeah, it's not the same thing, but just like those, that was one of those must-see TV shows. Yeah, this is one of those. Have to dive in it. Yes, I hate they took it and didn't bring it back. Lovecraft was the shit. I was waiting on part 2, okay? I was waiting. It was too much tea at one time, I guess. It was like, nah, we can't do it. Can't bring it back right now. Yes, too many gems. I forgot what production they was with, but they had they had to take it down. They was like, we're not doing a part 2 to this. No series, no part 2, no season 2. Niggas they was grasping it quick, okay? They was getting all that good tea. It was too powerful for them, too powerful. Especially people that know to get their magic back, okay? Yeah, it was too much for them. What's good, everybody coming in? Greetings to you all. But I'm going to go ahead, okay? I'm going to go ahead and get started. And everybody else there just jump on, okay? But like I said, Will did a lot the other day, so I'm just really going, your girl. I be going sing the same. And bro gave y'all the overall message about what the SandMan was all about. So I'm just gonna, add to it, dealing with the scenes. And, we gonna dive in. So the first episode, and I got the names of the episode because it was a message behind each one of the names anyway. But, not a name, a message behind each title of the episode. So the first episode was named Sleep of the Just, and automatically when I seen it and just heard it myself, automatically seen the just as dust. Okay? So sleep of the dust. Peace, bro. So it's actually sleep of the dust. And if you think of dust, you think about like the photons of us, God particle, basically dealing with the creations of all, okay? So, and I also, because they talk about Corinthians too, and we're going to break down Corinthian, what it's really all about, the name, dealing with Corinthian. But when I automatically was, watching this, I heard that Corinthian, this is all about Corinthians creations. Now, Corinthian is the guy. Peace, bro. Okay, bro. Okay. Corinthian is the guy that, he got the white on in the TV series. And you're first off seeing him collect the physical eyes, basically. He's taking them out of people, taking them out of their head, okay? And the reason being is because he represents that third eye, okay? So he's taking away the false eyes so people can see through their real eye, okay? And their real intentions, okay? How they really feel, okay? So he playing on those lower vibrations, dealing with those who are asleep. And that's not supposed to be initially his job. But dealing with the light and dealing with the first eye and the projection, things can be tricky. So he's that trickster. That's that trickster energy, the trick of the mind, okay? And it always feeds off of your intentions, okay? So that's the reason why I picked up that he was taking the physical eyes, because he wanted people to see through their first eye, which is their own projection. And he was feeding off of that, okay? He was feeding off of that, playing with their minds, okay? Wanted to make the world, just like him, okay? An image of him. Which, in reality, if you read the Bible or have read the Bible, talking about, being in God's image, that's pretty much what the Corinthian was projecting. But it was projected in a trickster way, okay? The little boy, named Alex, okay, he leads this old man to darkness, and this darkness is going to summon a man, which they actually summon the SandMan. Now the SandMan is symbolic for the dream, okay? His job is to work with the dream world, which is within us, the realm within us, okay? And he didn't really intentionally meant to summon him. He meant it to summon the death, okay? The death energy to bring back one of his sons. But instead, he had summoned the dream, which is the energy within us, the realm within all of us. The darkness, okay? And that's why the SandMan wore black. He also was symbolic for that feminine energy. Dealing with the darkness, the mother, okay? When we dream, we go into the realm, we go within ourselves, okay? When they captured him, they put him in this, glass type of cage. And to me, it was like a shape of a box, which can represent your mind. And they captured him, and they end up grabbing the red jewel, his hem, and his cape. Okay? And while he's in this box, I'm picking up, this is the isolation period that we all go through, okay? Before we finna go through a change or, an elevation within ourselves, okay? Or before we receive something new, a birth, okay? So he's in this isolation, okay? Which our darkness has been. Our feminine energy has been in an isolation period, okay? And this is why this energy is rising, okay? It has been in an isolated period. We have been in our minds. We have been isolated in our own minds of not knowing who we were. Because the longer Sandman was in this we'll just say this cage, okay, he kind of lost himself, okay? And a lot of people do when they're in isolation in their minds, okay? They become lost, okay? Not knowing who they are, a disconnect from your higher self, you know? So they capture him and he's in there, okay? They go to a character named Unity, and Will talked about her too. And when you first see Unity in the first the first episode, she's asleep, okay? To the point where her parents think she might have been on transition, but she's actually in a coma. And a lot of us, all of us, is in a coma when we're coming into this experience. We don't know who we are, okay? We don't know who we are when we come in here. So we're in a coma, okay? We're asleep, all right? That Unity, okay, is dealing with your balance inside of you. Your masculine and your feminine energy, your higher, your lower self together as one, okay? So when you come into this experience, that unity is disconnected, okay? That means you are in a coma, you're asleep. You're not aware of who you are, okay? Yeah, the children that we are, we can see. All right, past these physicals, past this experience, okay? You can see, the children can see, okay? You as a child can see. But if you didn't have the knowledge of what you were seeing to be aware of it, you're still in an isolation in your mind. You're not, you don't know who you are, okay? So, okay, then they have this, the bird, which is the raven named Jessamine. The bird belonged to SandMan. And the job for the bird is dream of the endless, okay? Dreams of the endless. When you're in your infinite self, okay? And you are, and also, okay, before I get to that, the bird is all black with the white chest, okay? Which is also representing that yin and yang, okay? So when you're in your state of mind, when you're balanced or in control of self-aware of who you are, okay, you can tap into this endlessness inside of you, okay, which they presented as the dream of the endless, okay? You go inside of you endlessly and you tap in, okay? You find yourself, okay? You start finding the self-knowledge within yourself, the wisdom, okay? You're able to see and understand what is taking place, okay? So that bird represents, also the balance, but I want to say also the gray area as well, but I'll tell you about that in a minute on down, okay? Also the first eye, because the raven, the bird, okay? I said they meant to the summon to death, but they bring back, okay? Now, the red gem that they collect in the beginning from, gaining, trapping the Sandman. This red gem has a heart on it, okay? And we know that the heart deals with not only love, but the foundation, okay? That red root chakra inside of you, okay? And to understand that red root, okay, which they also compare it to hell, all right, you have to go to hell, all right, to be saved or to save yourself. Meaning you have to go back to your foundation. You have to go back to your roots, all right, to find yourself, okay? That's saving yourself. When you find yourself and you are finding out who you are as a being overall, okay? And you're tapping into this endless possibility energy, okay? That's because you're tapping into this foundation within yourself, okay? Which is connected to your heart, okay? And you're finding yourself and you healing and you're letting go of things, okay? So this red gem had a heart on it, okay? At the beginning, All right. And this red gem can also turn others into sand or into dust. This whole saying of ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Okay. A whole transitioning within yourself. Okay. The recreation of yourself. Okay. The dying. Okay. Of yourself. All right. And in this situation, dealing with the sleep of the dust, okay, of the just, is you going to sleep. All right. So this red gem that he has, which we all have, can put you to sleep. Okay. It can keep you asleep. All right. It can keep you dead. All right. Which also what we say is being stuck in your mind. Okay. Peace, bro. He has a black coat, which is a cape, basically. And that cape can do the same thing. Okay? That heart and that black cape is neck to neck. They're the same. They connect. Okay? When you're going into your foundation, you're going into that darkness. Alright? You're tapping into your feminine energy. Okay? You have to let the suit go. That's the dash. You got to let it go. Okay? Now, Alex is the little boy of the father who summoned the SandMan by accident, basically, really, which wasn't an accident, was really his true intention. Okay? He comes acquainted with the SandMan. You know, he's so intrigued. That's just like the inner child questioning, curiosity of the mind, want to know, okay? Trying to understand, okay? That's the inner child. That's that pure innocent energy in us. Which is our inner self connecting to this physical, okay? The little boy also was telling him, you know, if he would let him out, okay, he could, okay? But his father intervened. And the father represents he represents the matrix mindset, as we could say, that masculine energy, okay? But he intervenes from, you know, while the little boy is talking to the SandMan. His mother, his name is Ethel. I thought I had a breakdown with her, but hold up. I think I just wrote her name down. But anyway, after the father intervened from him, you know, talking to the SandMan, he commands the son, okay, to take out the bird to prove his loyalty. And a lot of times that's what we do to ourselves. That masculine energy, you know, where our creations come from, you know, our thoughts, you know, are projected out of, okay? We fight that energy a lot, okay? And we sometimes have that neck to neck with the ego, okay? But his father is commanding the son, which the son is dealing with your light, dealing with, okay? Dealing with the light, dealing with your projections into your reality, okay? He's asking him to take this bird out. And what I got from this is, you know, with ourselves, we go back and forth with the self-doubt, okay, with our projections and stuff like that, our choices, our cause and effects, and they can play out into they'll play out in a way where we have a regret, okay? Because even though the little boy took the raven out, he felt regret, okay? Yes, bro, the ego. He felt regret when he done that. And a lot of times we do that when we go back and forth in our minds, you know, that self-doubt, okay? The low self-esteem that we have, not having the love or that self-connection with ourselves, looking for things outside and not trusting our inner instincts, okay? So the little boy felt bad about that, okay? That was a regret that he had. Okay, I just said that. Now, after that scene, the mother finds out that she's pregnant, which is actually not Alex's mother, but Alex's stepmother, to be exact. She finds out that she's pregnant. And, you know, she tell Alex, don't worry about it or whatever, but she end up leaving. And when she end up leaving with all the SandMan's belongings. And while she's got his belongings, you know, during this time, the father finds out what was going on, okay? So, him and his son gets into it, and the son pushes the father to his death, okay? And while the father went to his death, he was saying the SandMan would never get out. Okay, which is that feminine energy, you know, our subconscious, our inner selves, our true selves, okay, would never escape, okay? Escape this matrix, escape this mind, escape this isolation, okay? And okay, I also seen that glass, which is the cage that the SandMan is in, as the glass eye, okay? I thought I wrote it down somewhere. So I see that as a glass eye, okay? In that moment, Alex and him almost connected, okay? And when I seen that moment with Alex almost connecting with the SandMan, y'all remember that picture that they have with the, like, a Greek god or whatever, connecting, having his finger out, and he's connecting it to man outside of the mind? That's what I automatically seen, okay? Which is your higher self connecting with, you know, your lower self or the man, okay? I automatically seen that. After that, the mother, Ethel, she ends up having the son. And after that, when she had the son, she ended up, you know, saying that she wanted to create new dreams with her child, okay? And Ethel also represents her divine mother as well, okay? She wanted to create new dreams with her son, all right? It's a reason for why, okay? Now, Alex, it was the reason why he was also disconnected from his father too, because he liked it, you know, the same sex, okay, of him, okay? And he kind of hid that from his father as well, which is also going to represent, you know, that feminine energy at times too, okay? Alex ended up growing old, and he breaks the seal, okay? You remember on the floor with the box that the SandMan was sitting on? It's a seal that his father had put on it, and which most people would see as a ritual. A seagull, okay, which most people would see that as a ritual, okay? We put rituals on ourselves every day. I mean, we do it all the time, okay? Whether they're low vibrational, high vibrational. We do these rituals, okay? This ritual, this whole journey is a ritual, okay? It's what we manifest. But it was a ritual put on, okay, SandMan up under the box, the glass eye, or the, you know, the cage, however you want to see it, okay? It was a seal where he couldn't get out, okay? This matrix, okay, or this experience, as I would say, you know, would have a lot of us, or have had a lot of us, you know, in a state of mind where we couldn't move, or felt like we couldn't do anything, or felt like, you know, we basically live to die in a lower vibrational mindset, which causes us to be in some type of fear. Okay, so so that's like representing, you know, yourself, putting this ritual on you. Okay, but Alec grows old. Okay, and old people also represents you know, wisdom. They also represent that childlike energy as well, because That's a stage that we go through when we get into an elder age. You're going back into that childlike mind, okay, when you transition, okay? That's why when we get to a certain age, we can't do certain things by ourselves, okay? We need other people to help take care of us, okay? Because we're going back into that infant, that birthing energy, okay? Because you're about to transition. And we do this in our mind as well in this experience, okay? Alright? Letting go of the old, okay? And bringing in the new, okay? So this breaks the seal around the SandMan, and he ends up becoming free, okay? I don't want to go to that. Okay, so he ends up setting him free. And Alex sees his younger self in the mirror, which is a reflection, okay? Then the chair with the SandMan free. I don't know what I said right there. But then, with the SandMan free, okay? He ends up seeing himself as a younger version of himself before he gets rid of the transition, which I was just talking about. When you are at an elder age, you're going back into this birthing energy, okay? So he's seeing himself as a younger person. And the SandMan ends up giving him the gift of eternal sleep, okay? And that goes also into the certain things of, if you do certain things this experience and you didn't learn certain lessons this experience, okay, and whatever you did and didn't take accountability for, it will play out into your next experience, or in somebody else in your family connected to your generation, all right? So for him to be put back into the eternal sleep is also not just that, but to go back into the divine energy, back into the mother, okay, to be rebirthed, okay? So he basically, in the scene, he ends up transitioning. Now, Corinthian wants to reshape this world as him, as I was saying. And then we have Luciana, which is also divine feminine energy as well. She wears black too. But she's a librarian, which runs deep with the subconscious. When you're tapping into this dark energy inside of yourself or within yourself, going into the subconscious, you're tapping into your database or your memories, okay, which is your library inside of you, okay? Your wisdom, your knowledge, your experiences, all of that lies within you, okay? So Luciana represents that divine feminine, because she's a librarian as well, okay? But she also took care of a lot of things while SandMan was in isolation, okay? Which caused that realm, the dream realm, the darkness to start to deteriorate, break down, okay? Even though she was doing all she could do. But, okay, when your mind is in isolation, or your higher self is in isolation, it's really only so much, okay, that's going to take place. It's like your body going through a breakdown, okay? If you're not understanding or aware of what's going on within you or around you, or just, putting all the energy within yourself, okay, and not being stuck in isolation like the SandMan was, which was causing the inner self to break down, okay, there's only so much you can do, except waking up and being aware. And I was just saying, the palace was destroyed, no dreams, the realm, the journey, okay, it was starting to decay. Not having control of your dreams, not having connection of your inner self, okay. Then we got episode 2, and it's called The Imperfect Host. And this is all about rebuilding the dream, okay, rebuilding the dream world, okay, within you, okay. That's you being, getting back in tune with yourself, okay? Getting back in tune with yourself, alright? Starting your self journey, okay? understanding who you are, starting to question. And at the same time, with this rebuild going on, the SandMan, you know, he can't do too much with just building by just being in tune, okay? Or being in connection with self, okay? We're building the dream, we're building within myself, or we're building within yourself. He can't do really too much without having the sand, okay? The hem and the ruby. Now, this sand is going to represent also your body, okay? That hem is like the first eye, the mind, okay? I mean, the eye, the first eye, okay? That ruby is representing your heart. Also, I mean, the hem is the mind too. The ruby is also the heart, the soul, okay? Hey, sis. What happened to you? I'm going to call you after this. Okay? And with your higher self, you need all three of them. I mean, and to be in tune completely with yourself, you need all three of these. And all three of these represents your mind, body, soul, okay? You need every bit of these, okay? What's good? What's good? Yes, you know it. We just on 2nd chapter right now. Oh, okay. But the sand, the hem, the ruby, that's the Trinity. It represents your mind, body, soul, the masculine, the feminine, and masculine, feminine, and the which is bringing oneness. Okay, so all of this is the same thing. Okay, and he needs all of this to rebuild within himself. Okay. To rebuild the dream world, you need every last one of these to be connected as one, okay? The fates speak in past. Now, he wanted to connect with the fates. And the fates are the energies that speak in past, present, and future, also dealing with the Trinity, the Mother, Maiden, and the Crone, okay? The triple goddess, okay? And they deal with the past, present, and future all at one time, okay? And he wanted to talk to them and get them to help him with gaining, okay? Gaining, okay, his sand, the hem, and the ruby, okay? Asking them where it's at, getting some hints, okay? That Trinity energy in us, that Christ energy, what we call it, a triple goddess, okay? Triple darkness, however you want to call it, okay? Tap into that energy to find itself, okay? To get all of these gems that he needs, okay? To be completed back within itself, okay? This dream, okay? Also, this dream, because Biggie just popped up, okay? But life is but a dream, okay? All of this is a dream, okay? We're in this dream realm also, as we say right now, okay? Yep, he can only ask one question per person, okay? They have the dragons, or the fairy realm, okay, that the SandMan ends up going to. A lot of y'all probably done went in meditation and went to the fairy realm within yourself, okay, that play land, okay, seen some dragons, some fairies, some gnomes, or whatever, okay, leprechauns, okay. He goes into this energy, okay, and the reason why he's going into this energy, because this energy has some particles, okay? Particles of the SandMan's power, which is God, okay? Okay, that oneness. It has that oneness energy there, okay? Which is also particles of the SandMan, okay? Energy. Yep. They went into you probably did, but the way they disguised it, okay, the dragons with the fairy realm and all of that, the way they disguised it is with Cain and Abel, okay? And we all can be, we all know who Cain and Abel are, okay? But he goes to this realm because this realm has, okay, that oneness energy that he can get, you know, to help him to go into, you know, the physical, to find, to get him some power, you know, that spark, okay, to get him to go into the journey to find his 3 tools, okay, which is your trinity within yourself, okay. So just like bro was talking about the other day, you're starting in your foundation and you're going all the way up to your higher self, okay. And this is a daily experience. We do this daily, okay. But, you know, the daily experience where we trying to stay balanced, okay, we trying to stay above water. Yeah, that's the, when they took out the dragon. That's where they got the gargle. Now, Cain and Abel represents that Kundalini energy as well. There's no coincidence that that dragon was there, okay? Their power together represents the Kundalini energy. And the significant thing that they were showing with Cain and Abel is that Cain killed Abel every day. Okay? Quite often. Alright? And that's our energy. That's the battle within us. Okay? That's the spiritual war inside of us. We constantly are going up and down. Okay? Alright? We can start off with a bad day, have a good day. We can start off with a good day, have a bad day. But we end up balancing it somewhere. Okay? And this is every day. Yeah, it was like a part of their routine. Okay? So, the SandMan comes there and end up getting the dragon, which is Gregory also. The name of the dragon name is Gregory. And Gregory symbolizes watchful, alert, or meaning to watch. Dealing with your Kundalini energy, where they both on the same chord, okay? They won, they balanced, you know, alright? You are very watchful, you alert, you aware, okay? You observant, alright? So that dragon is what that was going to represent as well, okay? Dealing with your Kundalini energy, you're becoming aware, okay? Alert, alright? So he ends up taking that energy from that Kundalini energy, from the dragon, alright? To go out into the journey, okay? SandMan is also called Lord Morphosis, which we all know what Morphosis really understand, you know, means dealing with the matrix as well, okay? And Lord also not only means light, but it means master, okay? Okay, so that's also another symbolism dealing with the SandMan, okay? After he takes the dragon's energy, okay, which is, you know, balance, because Cain and Abel were there together as well, okay? He ends up taking the energy, and right immediately after that, Cain ends up killing Abel, which is, you know, creates chaos, okay? Alright? And that can be us, you know. We get in our little chaotic moments at times. I keep freezing up. Really? Am I freezing, y'all? Am I good now? I didn't even see it. Is it good? I don't know, y'all. Am I freezing, y'all? I can't even see. Hold up. I can't even see the thing. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, bro, go out and come back in. It might be your phone. Okay, hold up. Now, in this world, which is this experience, okay? Which is, you know, it's crazy because I was just talking about Lovecraft earlier before we started getting into this. About gaining your magic back. Me and Shay was talking about just a minute ago. And in this world, in this experience, the dreams and nightmare don't recognize their master. Now, you're the master, okay? Because you have the light in you, alright? Your dreams, okay, which is your inner self, alright? That nightmare, the dreams, which is also dealing with your inner self, and the nightmare, okay, which is also dealing with yourself, okay, inside of you, okay, which can be those shadows, alright? They don't recognize their master. You're the master. That's you not recognizing your inner self, okay? Your light or your higher and your lower self are not in tune with yourself, okay? They're not in tune, okay? Okay? You have to focus, okay, and open your eye to see what your fates require, okay? And those fates, remember, is tapping into that trinity energy, okay, that triple goddess energy, okay, to see what your past, present, and now, or the future, okay, is at the moment, so you can know how to move, alright? Your life and death and rebirth, alright? Understanding that. The serpent also represents the symbol of transformation. So you're going to see the serpent at the same time, which is going to be in a part of a nightmare, okay? And a lot of us have seen serpents or snakes, rather, in our dreams, okay? And it doesn't mean anything low vibrational. It definitely means a transformation is coming, okay? And that's dealing with your Kundalini energy, okay? Alright, rising, becoming balanced, alright? Because you're about to rebirth or birth something, alright? Which is a transformation. Now, he ends up hitting the triple goddess, okay? He gives them the serpent. Because with the energy that he received, he took from the dragon, which is Gregory, he ends up transforming it into a serpent, alright? And with the serpent, it automatically rises up, okay? So he hands them the serpent before he asks his 3 questions, okay? 1 question per goddess, okay? Then we have Constantine, okay? She's the first one, actually, that he sees that has the bag, which is the sand, okay? She has the sandbag, alright? She has the sandbag. And he sees that the helm is in amulet protection now, okay? It has been created using, put into an amulet, which is for protection, okay? Now the ruby, he ends up finding out, is a mother to a son, and that's what the triple goddess gave him as the question, the answer. Mother to a son, okay? Dealing with heart soul, okay? Now Constantine means also constant and steadfast, okay? Steadfast is standing firm, alright? You're loyal, faithful, true, devoted to yourself, alright? That's what Constantine is all about in the Bible, okay? Standing firm and loyal and faithful, okay? And true, okay? Or devoted to yourself, okay? Alright, and you got to be like this constantly, okay? Constantine. Now this amulet, I wanted to get the word a little bit meaning for that. It's charm, and it also means talisman, okay? And this is what holds power, okay? And it can bring good luck, ring, or stone, okay? Which is also symbolic for the heart, okay? It's also a ring or stone, which is also symbolic to the heart, okay? So that's what that amulet, that's what the hem has been put into, okay? Now, Abel ends up coming back alive, and this time it's a new egg waiting, okay, which is a gargle, okay, which is also same thing symbolic for Kundalini. Alright, so when you see these gargoyles on these Roman Catholic buildings and stuff like that, that means the Kundalini energy. Okay, it's nothing negative. It's nothing demonic. Okay, this is all about the rise of the energy. Okay, balance. Okay. Also, because something just came to me. When you see these gargoyles, sometimes they might break out of a stone, okay? And the stone is going to represent your heart. And they might fly out, okay? They'll fly out. And that's flying. And this flying is determining your inner self, your spiritual self, your spirit, okay? Your energy. And that gargoyle will come back to that building, okay? And will be back solid into stone, okay? That's still representing the heart, okay? Remember on the front of that ruby, the heart was a stone. It was a silver stone, okay? Elthul's name also means noble, which is the mother that has, okay, the ruby, alright? Her name means noble, highborn, or noted, okay? Highborn is the key word, because Elthul wants to create a new dream, okay? New dreams with her son. Alright? That's the divine feminine energy wanting to create new dreams with the masculine energy. Your subconscious creating new dreams with your conscious, which is your old world becoming your new world, okay? Because you're going to let go of a lot of shit, okay, dealing with those dreams, alright, to create new dreams, alright, which is the new world, okay? Highborn. Alright? That feminine, that conscious, that subconscious. Alright. She also has her own dream tools. She's created new tools. Alright. Just off of the foundation ruby. Alright. It's a little girl, her name is Astra. And she goes into hell. Astral projection. I just thought about it. I was just thinking about it. But astral projection, okay. Going into her inner self, okay. And as hell, you know, they're going to represent that as your lower self, okay. Which was a dream that Constantine was having, alright. Okay. So remember that part right there. We on episode 4, I'm sorry y'all, okay? This one is a hope in hell, okay? Now, in the beginning of this episode, there's a dam. And this dam is symbolic for water, for birth, for cleansing, okay? Remember, the SandMan had to go into the experience, okay? To gain his 3 tools, alright? Which is going back into the foundation, okay? Of this experience, alright? This journey. Your journey. And with this dam coming about, there's a birth about to take place, okay? A transition, alright? A cleansing, okay? And it's bringing, and after that, it's bringing your own fire, light to darkness. It's a saying that was said in this right here after the down part is talking about bringing your own fire, which is your light, into darkness. I remember a couple of years ago we was talking about us gaining our light, okay? And we need our light in this darkness, okay? Because you need to be able to understand what you're seeing in the darkness, okay? When you're connecting to your inner self, okay? Even in this experience, because it's a dream, okay? You hold the lights, okay? So you're bringing the light into darkness. You're being birthed, okay? From darkness, okay? And you have to go back into darkness with your light, all right? So a transition is about to take place. There's a lady called Rosemary, and I got a lot to go with Rosemary, but I'm just going to give you the little bit that I have, because that's a whole nother life, okay? Dealing with Rosemary, period, okay? I think the girl named Rose, too. But anyway, Rosemary, also means mother. It also means, daughter of the sea, or dew of the sea, I'm sorry. Your root system, okay? Of the sea, or the sea water, okay? So this is you going into the foundation, okay? Okay, in the womb, all right? We can say that too, okay? Because this is us dealing with us being in the room, okay? As well, okay? But going into your root system, okay? Your root chakra, your foundation, okay? Takes time to make it. I don't know what the hell is out. But anyway. Takes John to Mayhem. Oh, Mayhew. Okay, I think this is that part. Okay. It's a saying that Rosemary says, that I wrote down. People lie when they are scared. Yeah, we do. We do that big time. A lot of people will lie so they won't hurt your feelings, or scare you, okay? A lot of our great elders would do that. They won't let us know what's going on with them because they don't want you to worry or be stressed. So a lot of people, and they could be scared themselves, so they won't, and worried. So that is a very powerful saying that Rosemary said, people lie when they are scared. Because a lot of people, even going through this change right now in this experience, a lot of people who are seeing themselves and seeing what it is are still lying to themselves. And it's because they're scared. Okay? They're scared of what they're seeing. They're scared of change. Okay? They are scared of just in general, dealing with this experience and the illusions that they can't grasp it, okay? So that's just you lying to yourself, okay? Because you're scared, all right? We go through that, and a lot of people are still going through that right now, even in the church, okay? They're lying to themselves because they're scared. That's why they're looking for something outside of them to save them, because they're lying to themselves, okay? And to be lying to yourselves, you're not being honest with yourself by truly understanding or finding the truth, okay? So it's some ways easier to be scared for some people. Afraid of being transparent. Yes. 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 Oh, okay. Now we got this Lucifer because he's going down into the foundation, okay, the root. And he's going to see Lucifer, Morning Star, because she holds the hymn. The hymn is down in hell, okay? And it was something that I was seeing with her, and this is why I wrote it down. When you first see Lucifer, Morning Star, it's funny that they have it as feminine energy. But okay. But anyway, it's crazy. But anyway, but when you first see her, she has her hands in a pyramid, but it's upside down. So that also represents your lower self. Okay? the upside down pyramid. It also represents your lower self, the root chakra, okay, that most people might be familiar with. But his helm is down there, and it's by a god, and a god, demon, as they would say, has who has it is Corazon, and Corazon meaning dealing with numerology is 333. This next live that I'm going to be doing, dealing with Rosemary and all of that, it's going to be live. It's going to be called 333 because there's a lot going on with this 333, and it's crazy because the little dude, Nature Boy, was screaming 333. Okay, before he went to jail. Okay, he was saying he was a 3 guy. Huh? It's some shit going down with the 3s. And look, right now, all I can see is 3 views on my live right now. 3. But I know it's probably more on here. But, you know, it's Facebook. But it is what it is. But, also means dweller in the abyss. And abyss is bottomless. That's dealing with the deep, your endless, your infinite energy going deep down inside of yourself. Okay? I see there. You see 3, 2. Oh, okay. Well, it's just 3 of us in here. Okay. 3, 3, 3. Okay. Let's say, because I just see 3 in here now. Okay. But, that's crazy. I was looking up the origin of hell, and I just wanted to, just dive into that too. That means concealed, a concealed place, or to cover, save. You must go to hell, like I said, to be saved, okay? Because even under the origin of the word hell, it means save, okay? So you have to go down in yourself. You got to go deep down in the jungle. You got to go deep down in your roots, your foundation, to save yourself, okay? You can't just go to your higher self and not go to the root. You got to start from the bottom up, okay? We got to start from the bottom, okay? Because it's the only way you're going to save yourself. It's like you have to know the lies. You have to know you have to see the deceit, okay? Yeah, it's the foundation. You have to see all these false illusions, nightmares, okay, that they're talking about. And you have to let these go. You have to recognize. You got to face them head on, okay? And you got to not allow them to distract you, okay? So you got to go to your foundation, which is hell, okay, to save yourself. All right? We went into the foundation when this pandemic hit. A lot of us, all of us, you was only around your family. That's your foundation. A lot of us are still going around foundation. Still building with people in the foundation. Still not building with the one, realizing who we don't need to mess with or fool with in the foundation and just deal with them from a distance, okay? Because even though they're still a part of your foundation, you recognize them, you're aware of them, okay? But you don't allow that energy or their energy, okay, to distract you, okay? So you're in your foundation and you are training, okay? You are learning, all right? You are letting go, okay? Healing, all of this, okay? To be able to walk into your new journey, okay? Your new self, your change of yourself, okay? Whatever you're birthing, okay? Dealing with yourself on a higher note, okay? So he ends up fighting her. And that fight is interesting because not only they're not using fists or they're not using weapons where they're fighting. They're using words. Like, man, are you fucking kidding me? They are using words fighting. Okay? Yo, they are going back and forth. It's like a battle. You know how like we used to rap battle and shit like that? Man, they battling with their mouths. Okay, Lucifer, she'll say something. And then he'll come back and be like, Then she'll say something. I mean, almost, she almost had the higher self down, okay? Dealing with SandMan, okay? Almost had SandMan out, okay? But the Raven, okay, which is dealing with that balanced energy in him, his higher self, okay? Because it's a part of the SandMan. It's a part of your higher self. It's a part of your I, okay? You seeing, okay? And that Raven comes in and pep talk, okay? We have to pep talk ourselves to keep going in this journey, all right? We can't be just easily distracted or, taking off the course or, giving up, all right? So the Raven, pep talking, you pep talking yourself, all right? Ends up getting up and hit her with a one hitter, okay? With just 2 words, all right? You cannot defeat anything that's endless, all right? Okay? So that part of the series was definitely on point. It was amazing that they used verbal because we argue with other people or with ourselves. And that mouth is treacherous. That's a serpent tongue. So, you got to be careful what you say, okay? And you have to speak a lot of positive things in your journey to keep going, okay? You cannot allow that low vibrational energy that's in your foundation, okay, to take you off your course or anybody else at that nature, okay? You got to keep it moving. Okay? Words can be death or life, and it can be hope as well. Okay? There's another saying that the SandMan said. He said a lot of powerful sayings. He said, those in hell dream of heaven. Yes, those are in their low vibrational mindset, dream of things better. We all do it. Okay? Our lower selves, okay, which is not a negative, well, I ain't gonna say negative, which is not an evil or bad thing, okay? That energy starts with our creations, okay? What you want to create. You visualize a lot of shit in your foundation, okay? And those in hell, okay, dream of heaven. Those who are asleep dream of heaven. Doesn't mean that they're not balanced, okay? They're dreaming of a higher perspective, okay? The only difference is you have to put in the work to gain that higher perspective. We can dream all day, all right? That's why the dreams and the nightmares were not aware of the master. Because we're out here pumping all these dreams or these nightmares and we're not in control of them. Okay? We saying a lot of shit, but we're not doing it. Alright? I know everybody knows somebody like that. Okay? They can talk a good game, can talk about what they're going to do. Okay? But they just talking. Okay? We can dream all day. Okay? When we're in our lower selves, we dream of greatness. A lot of us reach our greatness. Some people don't. They just continue to dream. Alright? And they're tapping inside of themselves. Okay? And they're seeing what the greatness can be. But they got to come out of the hell. Okay? Soon as he puts the his helm on, soon as he puts his helm on, okay, he can see the ruby, all right, and he can automatically see it. So right now he's got his sand, okay, which is dealing with the body, okay, and he's got the cape, okay, which is dealing with the first eye. Okay, or your mind. Okay, now he can see where the ruby is, which is your heart. Okay, you can see your heart, you can see your soul. Okay, And it has been altered, though, by John. Okay? Which I just talked about John, too. Okay. And John is Ethel's son. Okay? He's older now. The one that she wanted to create new dreams with. When she took all the SandMan stuff. That's John. That's the baby that was born. The son. And John also represents your higher self too. Just to be honest, okay? Even in the Bible. Your first eye, okay? So, it has been altered by John. The ruby. Oh, Rosemary is the lady that is taking John to Mayhew. Okay, his old place. Okay, which is his old place where he stayed. So his foundation. Okay. All right. John ends up going where he needs to go. Okay, and he ends up giving Rosemary the amulet. Okay, which is why the heart had been altered. Okay. Hold up. Okay, now he ends up giving her the amulet protection because he ends up having that, the ruby. Okay, and when he gets the ruby, it doesn't have that heart on the front of it. So that's why they're saying it's been altered. Okay, now they get into episode 5, and episode 5 is called 24/7. We are going through some shit 24/7, honey. And if you want to break down 24/7 and the numbers of the numerology, you're going to get the number 4 at the end. And that's dealing with the foundation, your restore stability, your truth, okay? Finding yourself, okay? Which is all about where John is going, okay? Because he's going back to his old house, okay? John ends up, before John ends up going, after John ends up going to his old house and he ends up getting the ruby, he ends up going into a restaurant. And he's sitting there, messing and playing with the ruby. And a lot of events start to take place during this time, okay? While he's rubbing this ruby, he was dealing with the foundation, the truth, okay? Is people coming into this restaurant, okay? And John is just basically observing. He's, observing everybody. The couple, okay, there's a couple there, and they talk about discipline such as him. Or talking about discipline, which she's talking about with her husband because he's supposed to be on a diet or whatever. Or he tried to change his habit of eating. And he really wanted that burger though. Okay, that the chef was cooking. And John could sense that, he could see it because of course he has this red ruby. Okay. Which is, this ruby also, is detecting his true intentions, what he really wants, okay? In the heart, okay? That's why I say the heart can be tricky as a motherfucker too, okay? So the couple talking about that, okay? But he really wanted that burger, okay? A lot of us, we start some shit sometimes, we be trying, but whew, we don't be ready, okay? So that's really not our true intentions, what we really want to do, okay? Not ready to do that. Okay? And it's because this red ruby is now starting to make everybody tell the truth, okay? It's making everybody tap into their true intentions, okay? What they really want to say, how they really feeling, what they really seeing, okay? Now, this couple, when they first come in, they got a great marriage and everything, honey, okay? A lot of people, though, they be masking behind their marriage, okay? And, but, especially dealing with their true emotions, but, like I said, John can hear and see everything because he got this red ruby. Okay? And, he can hear their true inner thoughts, okay? Their true intentions of how they really feel about each other. Alright? This Ruby started exposing all kind of truth dealing with the couple, dealing with the waitress and the chef, okay? Who and the shit the chef said. I ain't gonna tell y'all, but the shit the chef said, okay? Who? Okay? That's all I got to say. That was some truth for your ass, because I know some of y'all ain't saying it. But, yeah, the chef, you know, and the waitress, they got some words saying she's spilling her heart, he telling her some truth, okay? Hell. It was a young dude there that was there for an interview, which is actually supposed to have been an interview with the couple worked at, okay? He ends up going up there talking to the lady because her husband ends up going to the back after the waitress and the chef have their words. Okay, he ends up, the black guy, which is the marriage couple, okay, the husband, ends up going to the kitchen talking to the cook, okay. The young dude ends up talking to the lady, okay, about, you know, getting a job or whatever because the waitress said something about it, okay. And they end up, you know, it was a lot of shit going on, you know, that scene, okay? A lot of truth came out, and the truth hurts, man. The truth really does hurt. It do. Alright? The truth do hurt. Alright? But you just can't dwell on that shit, okay? Alright? The girl that dated the same sex, okay, the heart will spill all the, yeah, the heart will spill all the tea, okay? The girl that was pretty much balanced because she dated the same sex, okay? She knew that John was using that damn Ruby, okay? She seen right through his ass, okay? Reason being because she's in tune, okay? Alright? She's feminine energy, but she's in tune with her masculine, okay? So that's why she's so balanced in the situation. She can see every fucking thing going on. But he ends up manipulating her goddamn mind too, okay? Once she end up letting them walls down, okay? But there's so much shit going on in that restaurant. John ended up exposing the truth, okay? This is the reason why the truth hurts, because exposing the truth kills the dreams of the imagination. And that's not in every situation we deal with, but that's just in some things, okay? Especially when it comes to our kids. We want to give them the truth on everything, but sometimes giving them too much truth can kill their dreams, which is their imagination. And that's why we got to be careful what we tell our children, even though we want them to know everything. But you have to tell things over a period of time, because you don't want them to be a disconnect from their imagination. And you don't really want them to be, too much in their higher self that they don't even connect to the foundation. They're still not balanced. Okay? Alright. Episode 6, it's called Saying of Her Wings, okay? Now once SandMan got all his power, he felt like nothingness. And a lot of us do. Once we get in tune with ourselves, and the deeper we go, and the more truth we find out, the more we understand, we feel like nothing. And that's not in a bad way. That's in a way of not taking shit serious. Okay? We're just tapping into that nothingness energy. Okay? Understanding something comes from nothing. which is ourselves, our true selves, okay? So he feels like nothing, okay? He's got all his powers back, and he's like, you know, I'm not, it's like, you know, when you find out the truth, you be like, like, I just don't want to do this shit no more, like, since you already know what it is, right? But that's not how the experience is supposed to be, okay? Alright? It's like you gaining all your tools and now you really get to play. Alright? You get to be the master, the true master of yourself, okay? Over your mind, body, and your soul, okay? And the experience now. So it's not that we went through all of this to get to this for nothing. It's for a higher reason, okay? A higher purpose, okay? Because now that you have your tools and you have your knowledge and you have your wisdom, your understanding, now you can apply it and you're aware, okay? But this is what the SandMan is going through at this time. He feel like nothing, okay? He ends up teaming up with his sister, which Will talked about her, you know, Death, which is the black lady, the black girl, and she wears the aunt necklace too, okay, as he said, okay? I was thinking about Gabrielle, Angel of Death, when I thought about her, you know, dealing with the Bible and stuff like that. That name came to me as well. Desire also, I picked up this desire is controlling the heart, what they was talking about in this scene as well. So, a lot of people that his sister Death was coming to get, okay, for their transition, some of them wasn't ready. And the reason being is because their desire was more than their experience, okay? The desire to live, okay, to be here, okay? Which is what was controlling their heart, controlling them to be balanced or light as a feather, as we would say, okay? Or to continue them, you know, having them to be like holding on to this experience, okay? Because their desire is worth more, okay? Some of them wasn't ready. But, you know, time waits on no one. When it's your time, okay? But we have to understand that death is not an ending, it's a beginning, okay? Have to understand that, alright? In episode 7, they have an episode that's called The Dollhouse, The Doll's House, alright? In this episode, Morpheus is reading Rose's dreams. Now, Rose is the powerful girl that's supposed to be the vortex, the new vortex, okay? And he is, you know, reading her dreams. He picked up this vortex and stuff like that, okay? And he is, oh, okay, I'm somebody else. And he's starting to realize, you know, that this new vortex can be a threat. Okay? Sometimes it's like that, you know, when it's dealing with yourself. Too much at a time can definitely be a threat. Okay? And that's why we don't receive everything at one time. But that's the journey. You have to keep going. And there are some twins called Despair and Desire. They're the twin sisters dealing with Morpheus, okay? Which is that energy you don't ever want to override over your true self, your higher self, your true intentions. Rose Walker is the girl, like I was saying, she's the vortex, she's the new dream, actually, which is what we're into right now with the new creation of the new world within yourself, your new self. She's representing that new dream, okay? the woman also, as well as the feminine energy rising. Okay. I seen this part right here that Luciana was doing. And it's crazy. I was just thinking, how do Luciana and Lucifer, it's like they one and the same, just one higher, one lower. Okay? Because they both still mean the same as Liberia. But she was doing a census count of the beings, which I felt like was funny as hell. Because they do that here. In the experience. So, she was doing that. Doing a count. Alright? Which is also more confirmation of this dream. Alright? And the number that she got was 11,062. And all of that together is 10. Okay? Completion. New beginnings. Alright? Oneness. Alright? Rose ends up meeting Unity and finding out that Unity is her great-grandmother. Okay? She is the one that fell asleep. And she fell asleep for 8 months. Divine timing to wake up, honey. She woke up on the 8th month. Alright? Divine timing. Okay? That infinity energy. Okay? The boomerang. Okay? Coming right back around. Alright? But she had woke up 8 months before she met Rose. Or before Rose met her. Okay? But she had been asleep all that time. And while she was dreaming in this coma, as you would say, she ends up having a dream that she had a daughter. Okay? And that came true. Alright? Many of us dream of having kids. It comes true. Alright? She ends up having a daughter, and her daughter ends up naming her Rose. Okay? There's a phrase that they said also in this part. It's life is an interruption and a reconnection, which is definitely what it is. It's definitely an interruption when we come in. Alright? We're definitely not connected to ourselves as we should be. Okay? Dealing with the awareness. So that is the interruption in itself. So only to be reconnected to ourselves on down in our journey. When we're finding ourselves and wanting to do better. Okay? And be a want greater. Okay? Which is a change within itself. Alright? Episode 8 is Playing House. Okay? Will talked about the dude Jed. Okay? I'm not going to get too much in him. But he was the last dreaming of Galt. Okay? Okay? And Galt she represents the nightmare. Okay? Also. And she was pretending to be Jed's mother for a perfect good reason. Alright? And Jed is a very valuable tool dealing with your higher self, dealing with that inner self, higher being of yourself, okay, your spiritual self, your true self. Jed is locked up and hidden. And a lot of us, all of us, our higher selves are locked up or hidden inside of us, okay? Jed will represent that, okay? Then we got 9, which is the collectors. And the collectors is dealing with all sorts of illusions, aspects in the journey on a low vibrational standpoint. They have a serial convention. And as I was saying the other day in Will's Live, it's symbolic to what we eat. Okay? Cereal automatically take us to that inner child when we're eating it. Okay? So that would be like the bait to ourselves, okay, to what we feed, okay. We eat what we like, okay, especially what's good to us. And it doesn't have to be food, okay. That's just energy, period, okay? Might not be the right thing to eat, but we do it, okay? Dealing with the energy. Corinthian name also means peak or point, alright? So we're getting to this peak, we getting to this point. Remember, because Corinthian deals with your light. That's why he's in white, okay? He deals with the projection, okay? The peak of your higher self, your point, okay? Or projection, alright? And at this convention, he's trying to make the world as him. Chaotic, off balance, not in tune with the dark side, wants to run it, okay? Man's world aspect, okay? And then it's the man that rides with the convention with Rose, okay? And his name is Fiddler Green, which they call him Gilbert though. But Gilbert represents, he is the heart of dreaming, okay? And you can tell because he has on green, okay? He wears green, alright? So that's the heart of dreaming. That's the heart of your reality, your projections, your creations, your world, okay? Yes, super ego, very super egotistical, okay? Corinthian was very egotistical, okay? This convention was just like the mindset of predators, like the dark shadows that we have inside of us that we don't want to face, okay? But at this convention, the cereal was the bait. It was the bait to trap the child, okay? Because their whole thing was every different sweet was a different thing that was an aspect to attack the human mind, okay? Religion, the dude that was at the beginning who wants to play with the kids, okay? Predator mindset. It was another one they deal with guns, the femininity, all of these different aspects that we have, okay, surrounding us. But it was a convention, it was a trap, okay, to have you stuck in that era of mindset, okay? Which is the nightmares, okay? Which is the nightmares. And he also had Jed there, okay? And with Jed being there, okay, because Jed is also the new SandMan, okay? He is the SandMan, alright? He used him as bait as well to get Rose there because he knows Rose is the vortex, okay? That's the new, okay? That's the new projection, okay? Of your dreams coming, okay? That portal, okay? Where in the world is you? Jen must be on my live. She must be on Janet's phone because she just pushing buttons. Like I'm seeing laughing emojis, mean face emojis. Like, what is going on? But anyway, but the convention was definitely a trap, okay, to get Rose there, okay? And he wanted to use Rose to be able to create his new world, okay? The vortex is also symbolic for a new portal, okay? Vortexes. When you see them, they look like portals. So she was a new portal, all right, for the new dreams, all right? But the new SandMan was right there. Okay, which that new portal also dealing with, you know, her being being able to create new dreams. She was basically the new SandMan, all right. But Jed was already claiming and knew he was the SandMan. Okay, that's why he was already dressed up in a cape. Okay, Rose didn't want that. Okay, she didn't want that that power. Okay, or that title. She didn't want that. She also represent, like I said, the feminine energy, the mother. Okay, and she was trying to get her brother. She was trying to protect her brother. You know, she was trying to have him in her presence, okay? So, that was her whole mission, all right? To protect the inner child. The episode 10 is called Lost Hearts, okay? Corinthian is pretty much also a missing nightmare. That's why he wants to create the world in his image of nightmares, shadows, okay? Low vibrational thoughts, okay? The way to control man and energy, all right? There's a dark mirror made, okay? And it's to reflect everything. He was made, okay? Corinthian, his purpose was a dark mirror made to reflect everything humanity will not confront, okay? And that is you facing your mirror, some shadows, okay? That was really what he was supposed to do, okay? But he ended up wanting these shadows to be a missing nightmares, where people are basically facing these reflections, okay, that they were not supposed to confront, like he was having them face them, you know, head on. Rose not dreaming no more, okay? She ends up, you know, SandMan and Corinthian wants her to choose between which one of them, okay? That's light and dark. Which one do you want to be? Okay, you want to be down with the light, or you want to be down with the dark? She couldn't choose. Didn't want to choose. I'm a type of person like that. I'm not choosing between nobody either, okay? Before I choose anything, I choose self. That's what Rose ended up doing. She ended up choosing herself, okay? Which is her not dreaming no more. That's controlling her dream, okay? And she is wide awake. She's aware of the shit, okay, now, okay? She knows what she got to do. And also, this goes back to a couple of lives I did months back, talking about, you know, if you don't dream and stuff like that, or we're not manifesting and, you know, stuff like we do in this dream, this reality, right? If we're not in a way of pushing this force of energy, whether it's the so-called Illuminati or government, okay, creating these plays to move the energy, or you moving the energy on your own will, okay? If we're not in those, if this energy is not moving, which is no dreams, okay? And that's basically, you know, we shall face everything we've done. That's us facing everything we've done as well, or had done, or have had done to us, and taking accountability. So if we're not doing none of this, you know, and we're not dreaming, okay, we're not tapping in, we're not doing nothing, we just at a standstill, this world doesn't create. It doesn't exist. It's really just nothing. It really would not exist. Okay? Such as dark and a stormy night, new dreams, new nightmare, new age, okay? So if we're not dreaming, we're not taking accountability, we're not being aware of what we're doing, okay, our world will come crashing down. Not the general population. I'm talking about you, yourself, okay? If you're not in control of your dreams, which is basically within yourself, going within yourself, connection to yourself, okay? You're not taking accountability. You're not aware of things that happen to you. You're not letting shit go. You're not healing. All of these things that you have to do, okay? So you can move forward in your life, which is the new direction, your new walk, okay, your new change, your new world, your new way of thinking. If you're not doing this, okay, then you're basically killing yourself. Self-destruction. Okay? You will not exist. Okay? Literally. So at the end of the season, they're ending it with releasing the demons. That's us releasing all of what we don't need inside of us. Okay? No matter what it is that, we've been through. Okay? Or what we've done. Okay? No matter what. Okay? We're releasing that low vibrational energy. It's going to come up, but you can't allow yourself to hold it. You have to release it. That's the growth. Okay? That's the growth from your foundation. That's the growth of your garden. So you have to release it. Okay? And when you release this, you feel better. You feel lighter. Okay? Which is the light of a feather of your heart. Okay? You look better. You're glowing. Okay? You're in control of your awareness of yourself, your emotions, and everything. Okay? Which is going to create new dreams. Okay? Which is going to create you a new world. Okay? A new age of informational wisdom. Okay? And you're going to also have these new nightmares. But you're going to be able to control them. Okay? Yes, you have to face everything, let go, and grow for the shift. Okay? And we go through the shift every year. Okay? Every year you are eating things or you receiving things. Okay? And you are letting go. Okay? I know a lot of us, we don't like to let go of a lot of stuff. We'll keep that shit from way back then. High school shit. We keep it, honey. Okay? That's that old energy. We gotta let it go. Okay? Gotta let it go. Some things, you might not want to. And it could be a bigger purpose for the things you might not want to. But some things just be collecting dust for no damn reason. Okay? We have to let it go. Okay? That hurt energy, all that shit, you gotta let it go. Okay? Letting all of this go also helps you. Okay? It helps you in your journey. Alright? You can't go forward looking back. You damn right you can't. You can't. If you looking back, you better be grabbing something to move forward with. Okay? Because you can't just be going back for nothing. Okay? Not to be getting stuck in some mud. Hell nah. Okay? But, yeah, man, we just, y'all, this TV series really had it down to the T, okay? What we doing in this process, we got to stay above water, okay? I just threw out a dresser that my uncle made in 1973. Okay, we don't be wanting to throw away the antique shit. I know I don't. I don't be wanting to. Especially if I see some antique stuff and I buy it. And I might not be using it right then, but I don't be wanting to throw nothing away like that when it's, it's got that much value. But we have to sometimes, we got to trade that currency of value for something better, okay? Alright, that value gonna be something worth more. Getting rid of it. Yes, it was really good. It was really good. But yeah, stay true to yourself, okay? This is great timing that they put the series out before fall comes, okay? Because this is gonna help you to stay, okay, where you need to be. Of course, you're going to always be killing Cain and Abel, okay, in yourself. But you got to still remain humble and balanced, okay? You still got to come back up like, nigga, you ain't did nothing. Okay? You ain't disturbed nothing here. Okay? Even if I'm mad for a split second. Let me get my mind right, okay? Okay? Let go and let go for the fall. You got that right, okay? So, we got to do that. And also, like I was saying, the fall back. Yes. Okay. Also, like I was saying, being able to, let go all of this stuff go. This is And you wonder, that's your fountain of youth. When you don't have no worries, when you ain't stressing, okay? I know things can get, you know, frustrating, okay? But you have to find a solution for the frustration. And sometimes solution is just sometimes just shutting up, just sitting back and just letting the shit flow, okay? Because you cannot control everything at one time. Some things have to be in a flow, okay? That's really being in control when you're just letting it flow, okay? When you physically try to control shit, it's not going to work. So you have to just let the flow happen, because that's being in control. What you're aware of and not being distracted, okay? That's the flow. Ain't no need. Ain't no need. That's why there's a lot of elders out here that's up in their hundreds. They ain't stressed. They ain't worried about shit. Okay? Yeah, it's got to have your me time. Have to. That's your peace. Your peace of mind. You have to have it. It's going to be a struggle. But trust me, every task, every obstacle, everything that we go through, okay, has a struggle. But it also has a greater worth. So, you know. But yeah, I just really wanted to dive in with y'all about it, because that movie was really, the TV series was really good. If y'all have not watched it, please check it out. Please check it out. Please check it out. And like I said, I'm going to be doing this other live next Friday. It's going to be dealing with 333, okay? Let me see if I can do it this way. It's something. But, you know, they do this when when you're meditating too, okay? You see the Buddha doing it. But it's the reason why, 3333, okay? You know, that's 9, divine timing, okay? Divine energy, feminine, okay? So, we're going to dive into that next week, and I got a lot to go with that, like I said, with the, dealing with rosemary and the symbolism dealing with the name rosemary. We're going to dive deep. We're going to get in these waters, okay? We about to get in the waters. Alright? Yes, it was. But I'm going to get up out of here, and I'm going to talk to y'all next time, and like we always do when we do, okay? It's love, peace, and happiness to everybody, and I will see y'all next time. Oh, and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I have to say this because people don't know, hit me up. Ice Speaks, y'all. Ice Speaks. We be over there. We be over there too. But I'm going to talk to y'all next Friday. Peace, family.